The last few days have been extremely exciting for the God of War fans and the God of War community, with the release of God of War Ragnarok cinematic trailer and also the unboxing of the collectors and Mjolnir boxes featuring Ryan Hurst, the voice of Thor, and art director Raffaele Grassetti. And many of my fellow God of War content creators have found a ton of amazing hidden secrets within these two videos, such as Captain Cuba, John Ford, the Midgard Chronicler, and many others. But there is one thing that I think we all miss on the first go-around of these two videos that could be a huge teaser for God of War Ragnarok, that could lead to something that we've all been waiting for. Stay tuned in and figure out what might be waiting for us in God of War Ragnarok. So Ryan and Raphael go over some amazing things that you do get in the Collector's Edition and the Mjolnir Edition, and each of them come with the following.
Yes, we can start with a Dwarven dice set in the Collector's Edition, little wooden dice.
Look at that. They have a heft to them.
Yeah, those
Figurines here.
There's two 2-inch Vineyard Twins carvings. They're both in the Collector's Edition and the Mjolnir Edition. Last game, Atreus carved the wooden toys, and this kind of completes the collection.
The steel book.
Yes.
Ooh. Gorgeous artwork on the front.
In addition to these physical items, both the Collector's Edition and the Mjolnir Edition come with a voucher code for the loadable content, including the full game for PS4 and PS5,
Okay.
a Kratos Darkdale armor, Darkdale axe grip, and Darkdale blades handles,
Okay.
Atreus Darkdale attire cosmetic, an official God of War Ragnarok digital soundtrack, a Dark Horse digital mini art book, a Avatar set, and a PlayStation 4 theme. Yes, the Knowledge Keeper's Shrine. Got the Vineyard Twin carvings and the Steelbook display case.
Okay.
Seen those
and
before.
We've seen these. We have both of these in both editions.
Yes.
And the steel book.
And similar to the Collector's Edition, a voucher code for downloadable content will be included, which will have full game PS4 and PS5, as well as these items. This is the Brock's dice set in the Mjolnir Edition.
These are different dice. Let's take a look.
Yes.
Ooh, all right. These are gorgeous.
The Falcon, Bear, and Wolf pin set in the Mjolnir Edition. Legendary Dropnir ring in the Mjolnir Edition.
Yes, the ring.
My favorite part, yeah. Don't put it on.
Ooh. All right.
All right, so we got the Yggdrasil cloth map in the Mjolnir Edition. Explore all the realms, and you can kind of see they laid out on the world tree. The 7-inch vinyl record featuring the music by Bear McCurry in the Mjolnir Edition.
Look at this.
Amazing soundtrack.
And yes, there is one big thing that I did leave off of this list that I want to talk about with you today. And that item is the 16-inch Mjolnir replica, aka Thor's hammer, that we get in each of the boxes. But what does this have to do with anything? What if I tell you that this might be a plain as day sign that we may possess Mjolnir in God of War Ragnarok? With everything that Sony Santa Monica does, every little thing that they release has some type of hints of what might happen in God of War Ragnarok. So why can't Mjolnir, the one weapon from Norse mythology that we all want to get our hands on, be a clue as well? There are a ton of hints and clues scattered throughout these boxes, all the way from the steel box case to the Yggdrasil map, which has a ton of clues contained within it, and many of the other God of War content creators go over this in their videos, which I highly recommend watching. So if we are going to get Mjolnir in God of War Ragnarok, the big question is, when? So there are a few theories out there when we may get Mjolnir during God of War Ragnarok, and this is what I think will happen. So story-wise, I think it makes complete sense to get it in one of two places during the story of God of War Ragnarok. The first theory is that we will get Mjolnir at the end of God of War Ragnarok, and it will be a new game plus item or weapon. So this kind of makes sense because Ragnarok is supposed to be the end of days, so this makes sense for this event to happen at the end of the game. But we are also talking about Sony Santa Monica, so this might not be the case at all. But it still makes sense to have Mjolnir for a new game plus, so that we can go back through the story and do little puzzles and everything like that that we might not be able to do during our first playthrough. The next time that it makes sense that we might get Mjolnir, Thor's hammer, during God of War Ragnarok is about midway through the game. This would give us ample time to learn how to use Mjolnir and use it for different challenges, puzzles, etc. Kind of like when we got the Blades of Chaos back in God of War 2018. Now, there is a chance that we don't have to kill Thor in God of War Ragnarok to get Mjolnir. I say this from reference from Norse mythology and also the God of War universe. So, in mythology, the Jotun named Thrym stole Thor's Mjolnir when he was sleeping and took it back to his homeworld of Jotunheim. We learn this in the poem Thrymskida, which Thrym also stated that he would trade it back to the Aesir for the hand of Freya in marriage. A very similar story is actually told by Mimir during our playthrough, but the big difference is Odin had Freya disguise Thor during the ceremony in Jotunheim using her satyr magic. In Thrymskida, however, in Norse mythology, Thor just dressed up in a wedding dress and pretended to be Freya during the ceremony because Thrym's eyes were so good. So both of these stories from myth and the God of War universe suggest that Thor's hammer can be stolen. We may have this chance to steal Mjolnir from Thor during our playthrough of the story, more than likely when Kratos and Atreus travel through Asgard, because director Eric Williams and director of God of War 2018 Cory Barlog have stated that we will have access to all 9 realms during God of War Ragnarok. How we will get to Asgard as of right now is a complete mystery. I do have kind of a theory about it that's kind of controversial. It's gonna be right here if you want to check it out. But like I said, at this time we are not 100% sure. Just gonna have to wait till God of War Ragnarok hit shelves. So, what do you think about this theory? Do you agree, or do you think that I am way off? Tell me in the comments down below, and let's discuss it. And if you have your own theory of your own, please leave it in the comments down below as well, because, hey, I love a good theory. And the crazier, the better. My name is Shane Static. I'll see you guys next time. Take care.